Awesome, 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 guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself so far from the AI360 Business Summit. This is our third and final day. And of course, we saved the best for the last. The last three speakers who are going to be speaking today are going to take you out of the game entirely. The next speaker for us today is somebody I've come to admire. I met him on Clubhouse. And you meet lots of people, a lot of people on Clubhouse, we talk, but when it comes to action, they disappear or they don't even perform. But Hot Potter the Third is a man that talks a big game and he backs it up 100%. He's one of those very few true to life AI prompt engineers. You hear that word. Everybody claims they are prompt engineers, but there are very few that I, in my 2.5 months of being in that industry, can say these are experts when it comes to this particular part of AI. Hot Potter the Third is one of those guys. He's a specialist in assisting neurodivergent individuals in clarifying their thoughts using AI tools. As an AI enthusiast himself, an early adopter, and a chat GPT prompting expert, machine learning, and game design mentor to many, he is passionate about leveraging technology to provide support and guidance for those who need it. The fact that this man goes out of his way to actually work with those that society sometimes tend to ignore, even though they're geniuses, makes him even very high in my eye, and is consistent. Every day, he comes in, he shares the little he knows. He gives people opportunity to speak. Of course, if you talk rubbish in his room, he will also fight with you. That's why I love him. He's a man that does not take rubbish. I love people like that. At least if he's upset, you know he's upset. It's not the type that will then be victimizing you when you don't even know what you have done. And there are many of them on Clubhouse. Maybe you upset them, you don't even know what you did. All of a sudden, you just saw that their demeanor changed towards you. They don't respond to your emails. They don't talk to you. And you are saying, what is happening? They are saying everything is okay. Those parts just make me want to puke. I have to say publicly, if somebody upsets you, let them know. The world is not going to end. Tell you, guy, you fucked up. This is what you did. Now the guy can either apologize or decide that he's going to be a fool. I've apologized. I remember when I said something that one of them did not like. Jaden is my very good friend now. The man called me into a Zoom. I'm like, boy, this is what you did. I don't like you. I don't like what you did. And right there and then, I apologized to him. He was stunned. He didn't even believe because I have this tough guy exterior that I'm humble enough to apologize. No, I apologized to him profusely because I didn't mean it. If I meant what he said I did, I'm not going to apologize. I will tell him, yeah, you're a fuck up. That's why I said it. He's not going to kill me. But I realized I was wrong and I apologized. Not only that, without him asking, I went back to the room where I had said something that I didn't like. And I told the owners of the room that, please, I need to get the mic. I need to apologize to this man. And I did it again publicly in front of about 200 people. That's the kind of person I am. I stay, but I don't bear grudge. That is why this man is special. But he's going to be blowing us away on ChatGPT, AI, and neurodivergence. Thank you so much. Welcome with me, guys. Put some nice emoji in the stuff, guys. He's a great man. You got to welcome him. Welcome him now. There you go. There you go. Come on, people. Give him some love. Give him some love. Because at the end of today, you are going to be thanking him graciously. Thank you. Yes, I see it. I see it. Hot, my man. You got the floor.
What's up, everybody? How are you, Dr. OP? It's a pleasure being on. When you did this summit, I got excited because, can you hear me well? Is everything coming in?
Everything is coming good. I'm going to mute now and let you do your thing, but everything is good. I'm right here, okay?
Now, when you invited me to the summit, I was excited because I was like, this is cool, because you went from not knowing anything to knowing a lot and dealing with the summit and starting a summit. That is a freaking accomplishment. So
thank you.
Major kudos to you, man.
Thank you for supporting me, man. I was getting discouraged at one point, but you are my guy. You are saying, come on, let's do it.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to Johnson and Payemi and Aretha and Risa and Cam and Eric and Sherry. Sherry, hey. and everybody else who's in the Zoom and on the Zoom. And I want to say hello to Dr. Goodwin and Uko and Clarence and Joseph and Lynette and Professor Chris, you are in the house. Get your tail in the Zoom. So I got you in here because I love your feedback, my brother. And
I told him he's got to be here.
Oh, you told him?
I told him.
Oh yeah, I want the three of you on my stage. Ofunki, it's a pleasure to be in this room with all of you. And so let's get this show on the road. Hello, everybody. My name is Herb Porter, and I am the creator and director of the AI Divergent Network. And that actually started within Clubhouse. And what we do is we basically help divergents like myself and others. And for those of you who don't know what a divergent is, we're talking about learning disabilities like dyslexia, ADHD, and autism, but along on the different lines of the spectrum. All right, so one of the reasons why I created the AI Divergent Network is simply to help us streamline our lives through using AI. And in the process, I really learned more about, because I'm dyslexic and ADHD. So, and I got diagnosed this year. I'm 49 years old, didn't even know it. I wish I would have known it sooner because there would have been a lot less mistakes I made. And so I realized that there was something that needed to be done for divergents to streamline their lives. And so I really took a massive amount of time to study and understand AI because I saw how AI helped me, and I was definitely going to take this and share it to the world so other people can benefit. Now, do you need to be divergent or have a learning disability to listen to this course or to listen to what I have to say? Heck no. But there are places in your life that don't function like you want them to. I don't care what you are, where you are, there are things that you would like to do better. This room is also for you too. So let me give you a little background about myself, and then we'll go into the course in and of itself. So my name is Herb Porter. I'm the founder of the AI Divergent Network, and our organization is dedicated to helping neurodivergents, all right? Before founding the AI Divergent Network, I served in the military as a combat medic, and I did that for a while, enjoyed it, went to Iraq, had a ball. I know, some people are crazy like that. One of the reasons why I enjoyed war so much, and I am anti-war, I don't believe in war, I don't believe in taking the lives of other people just for an agreement, but it happens. And when it happens, people have to show up. And one of the things that I enjoyed about being in war is that for the first time in my life, everything slowed down. I was able to keep up with what was going on because it happened so fast. And one of the things that people don't realize is that the reason why divergents seem to be slow is that their brain is moving so fast and everybody else is moving slow. So by the time you're done speaking, our brains move 10,000 times faster than the average human being. All right. So by the time you're done, we're on to like the 8th, 9th project within a 30-second interval of our communication. When I was at war, everything happened fast enough to where my divergent brain was able to just keep up. And so I did things and I was able to, we had to learn, and I'm saying this because I'm getting to a point. We had to learn like 15 different weapons, like how to put them together, how to take them apart, etc. I had to learn 3 or 4 different communication systems. I had to learn crypto communication. I had to learn how to deal with negotiations. I had to learn how to deal with terrorist stuff. I had to learn all these things I had to learn, and I was in heaven because things were happening so fast. And for the first time in my life, I was literally able to keep up. And so when I got out the military and I came home, my life started falling apart again, and I couldn't understand why. And so from 2009 all the way up until last year, before ChatGPT came out, I was struggling with trying to get my life together, struggling with what to do, struggling with choices to make, struggling with all the different things that come at me, because I couldn't make that decision. I couldn't make that shift. I couldn't do what needed to be done in order for me to have the life I love. Now, am I comfortable? Yes. I've set myself up to where I don't ever have to work. I could sit under a rock and still make money. However, my quality of life wasn't what I wanted it to be. And then ChatGPT came out. OpenAI, November 5th, I think it was. I got in November 10th, and my life shifted because now I had something I could have a conversation with that wouldn't judge me, wouldn't judge my intelligence level, wouldn't talk down on me for asking a stupid question, because I do believe there are stupid questions, all right? But you're only stupid once when you ask them, because it's you get an answer and then you're no longer stupid. So it's more of having the courage to ask a stupid question than it is there's no stupid questions, because trust me, there's a lot of stupid questions. It's just you got to have the courage to get the answer for that question, because once you get that answer, you're no longer stupid. So when I started dealing with ChatGPT, I started getting answers, and that caused me to go down this incredible rabbit hole of information and technology. And from November up until May, I just spent hours studying. I'd literally fall asleep on my floor in my office in front of my computer because I couldn't stop. And then I would wake up and go at it again, because for the first time in my life, I actually had something that would answer my questions, all right? So in the process of doing that, there are things I found out, and I'm going to share those things with you. I'm 49 years old. I got a 22-year-old son who works in Broadway. And the techniques that I'm going to talk to you about, the things I'm going to talk to you about, are things that I used on him. So let's get this show on the road. Today's presentation, I'm going to delve into the types of AI, their impact on unique applications. All right, we're going to take a close look at how we can communicate more effectively with AI and explore exciting AI programs, including Claude 2 and ChatGPT. And then I found out some other programs yesterday. There's literally an AI called Talk with Jesus, okay, where you can literally ask questions and it will respond to you like Jesus would, according to the connections of how they input the Bible or whatever. But it's really cool. All right, and I will also be sharing you information about the upcoming summer camp that I have for you. I'm having a summer camp for young people, and anywhere from the ages of 8th grade middle school all the way up until 12th grade high school. And what this AI summer camp is going to be is teaching young people AI so they can have an unfair advantage in school this coming year. Because if your child makes C's or D's, it's simply because they don't understand what's going on. They're not able to comprehend how the system is, how the system works, and etc. What I'm going to do is introduce your child to AI so they won't have a problem with writing book reports, because I'm going to show them how to do it through AI. So they don't have a problem with writing book outlines, because I'm going to show them how to do it with AI. So they don't have a problem with brainstorming and coming up with things, because I'm going to show them how to do it with AI. I'm also going to show your children how to draw, how to use prompts to draw pictures. I'm also going to show your children how to understand communication so they can communicate with the AIs to get what it is that they want. Now, I'm sure that there are people in the room that are like, oh, AI is going to make people lazy, you know, or it's a form of cheating or something like that. Get over it, like for real, because AI is here to stay. And these young people need advantages like we have in order to make things better. All right. One of the things that AI does is teach people while they inform people. And so for all of you who have this stigma about AI and how it's going to make people lazy and etc., I'm just going to call that your conversation is based on fear and lack of information. You can keep it, but you're going to go the way of the dinosaur, the same way back in the day when people had computers, or before when computers came out and people were like, oh, I'm not getting in computers, I'm not doing this. And then 3 years later, or like there was this massive layoff because people wouldn't learn computers. It's going to be the same way with AI. However, the wonderful thing about AI that's different from all the technology that we've had is that AI is an individual thing. So every person can work with AI according to their own skill set and according to how they deal with life and according to their belief system. So if you only believe that AI is a tool, you can use it as a tool. If you want to use AI for more, you can use it for more. And so that is what I will be dealing with your children when we're talking about the summer camp. And last, we'll have a question and answer. And you all can ask me questions and I will answer them and life will go well. So let's talk about the background of AI. First of all, let me get a thumbs up or a hey or a fire emoji if you're following me so far. I want to make sure that I'm keeping up, that I'm keeping up with you, because I don't want to lose you, because I can talk about this forever. I love it. But who really enjoys AI? Go ahead and give me a fire emoji for those of you who are on Clubhouse and Zoom. Okay, I'm loving it. Yes, get them hearts coming up. Loving it, loving it. Prof, yeah, I know you enjoy AI, Prof. Ofunki, I love it. I hope I'm pronouncing it that correctly, right? It's Olufunki, or you can come off your mic and tell me. Haha, I got it right. Olufunke. So
there you go. There you go.
yeah. Saubana. All right. So so the thing about it is that we dealing with AI, all right? And one of the reasons why you enjoy and love AI is the fact that for the first time in your life, you can get information without bullcrap. And that is an amazing feeling, okay? So let's talk about AI, right? Let's talk about the basics of AI. So AI, or artificial intelligence, it's become a buzzword, all right? And it's been there for recent years. But what is it? What is AI, all right? So at the most basic, AI is a branch of computer science that involves the development of computer systems capable of performing tasks that normally require human intelligence, all right? These tasks include learning, decision-making, understanding human language, and recognizing patterns, but so much more, all right? There's different types of AI, all right? and there's narrow AI. These are AI systems that are designed to carry out specific tasks, such as voice recognition, all right? Like, Alexa, what is today's date?
Today is Thursday, July 13th.
Ah, shoot, hold up. That didn't work out well. All right, let's do this again. Alexa, what's today's date?
July 13th.
Ah, where's my volume? See, this is one of the reasons why people practice before they have shows, so stuff like this doesn't happen. So one more time. Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Thursday, July 13th.
All right, so Alexa is a narrow AI. And so a narrow AI is basically, thank you, Alexa. And so a narrow AI is going to give you basic stuff, give you basic inquiries, and just recognize what it is that you need. That Siri, Apple virtual assistant, same thing, all right? Then we got general AI, all right? And this category refers to systems or devices which can handle an intellectual task that a human can do, all right? While we see glimpses of this in science fiction, where the person's going along and the AI is fixing things and handling things and turning on and off valves, and then also turning on the person inside the spaceship and causing the person inside the spaceship has to fight the AI in order to survive. That's going to be a general AI, but then you've got the super intelligent AI, all right? This is an AI that surpasses human intelligence. This is also AIs that are dealing, that you deal with in science fiction, i.e. Terminator, 2001, which came out back in the 80s. And we're nowhere close to the 2001 80s thing, but we do have Al, which is really close. But though these AIs are the super intelligent ones, the ones that have understanding beyond human intelligence, all right? And that's gonna come, but let me just say this, and I will digress just a little bit. An AI can't become smarter than humans until humans become smarter. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, back in the day, we were dealing with rocks and stones, and then we created the wheel, and then we created architecture and structure, and then mathematics came before that. But as human intelligence develops, all right, we learn more, we know more, we understand more. So when we talk about the AI becoming sentient or what have you, it still doesn't mean that it's going to surpass human intelligence until humans have become more intelligent than they can ever be again. Then the AI will surpass human intelligence. Because if you all have noticed through working with your AI, aren't you getting smarter? Aren't you learning more things? All right, well, as long as that's happening, the AI is not going to be able to surpass human intelligence, but there's going to come a point, and when this happens, it's going to be because, and like I said, I'm really, really getting like scary deep, and I'm going to come back. But one of the reasons why this is going to happen is once AI becomes decentralized, all right, and we start having hubs around the world, all right, AI is going to get as many cells within AI as we have in our human brain, all right? I think there's like 13 billion or 30 billion or what have you in our human brain. So when we start having individual hubs around the world and we hit over 13 billion or 30 billion and we go into the almost the trillions, that's more brain synapses than the human brain has, and therefore AI will surpass human intelligence, all right? AI definitely can surpass human performance already. And eventually, you're going to need special glasses to watch robots move, because AI robots are going to move so quickly that you're not going to be able to see them with the human eye, all right? So coming back, so you've got the super intelligent AI, and I can't wait for that to happen. However, but how does AI work? Let's talk about how AI works. Let me go ahead and get a fire emoji if you're still in the game. Give me some hearts, stuff like that, making sure y'all are still with me and I haven't lost you. All right, love it, love it. Sounds good, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about how AI works. And then we'll go off into prompting and we'll go off into all of these things. But I've got 75 minutes and I want to give as much as I can so you all have something to walk away with, all right? AI works by combining large amounts of data with fast iterative processing and intelligent algorithms, okay? This allows the software to learn automatically from patterns and features in the data, all right? We refer to this learning process as machine learning, all right? Which we're gonna talk about a little bit more later, but machine learning is incredibly powerful. And for you who have children, who want to get your children or are trying to find out, or your children don't know what they want to do in their lives, steer them towards AI, because the young people who understand how to work AI will be the masters of this world. I need y'all to get it. People who are programmers control this world. People who will be AI programmers will control this world, because they will be the ones who will be independent of every other reality that you and I may have, okay? So today, AI is all around us, okay? Profoundly impacting our daily lives. It's in our phones, our cars, our homes. It's helping doctors diagnose diseases. It's recommending the movies we watch. It's even helping farmers grow their crops, all right? So when we talk about AI, we gotta realize that the impact of AI that we see today is only a fraction of what's gonna happen 5 years from now. Like, for real, I'm excited. Now, are people going to lose their jobs? Yes, they are. Are people going to be made homeless, and are people going to suffer? Yes, they are. Are people going to use AI for evil purposes? Yes, they will. Will AI kill people? Yes, it will. Is it any different from what's happening today? So being afraid of something AI might do that's already going on today is kind of sort of like fearing an evil that we just don't know, while we're still in evils that we can't stand today. And what I can tell you is that even though evil is coming from AI, it's not going to be the kind of evil we experience today, because the amount of evil that we experience today comes from selfish human beings with no organization. At least with AI, there'll be a certain level of organization and connection and etc., where the demise that we will experience, we won't even realize we're experiencing the demise, because the AI will be intelligent enough to where it'll be kind of sort of like the frog in the cold water and then you boil it. We won't even know, all right? So, and if that scares certain people, good. Get involved with AI anyway. So the feeling might scare you, but the benefits of AI, all right, outweigh the fear of AI. The fact that AI is going to create more jobs than we have now. The fact that AI is going to allow for people to fix things and deal with things that they weren't able to do before. The fact that you won't have to spend thousands of dollars to go to a doctor and get a diagnosis. You know, you hook yourself up to a a probe on your finger, put a little thing on your arm, and then AI diagnoses your body and says, hey, you got some issues, you need to see a doctor, and it'll know. These are advancements that's going to prolong human life. It's going to increase human intelligence. It's going to increase human involvement in community. Because when you've got, like, think about it. How many of you want to spend time with your family? How many of you want to sit at home with your baby in your arms, breastfeeding your baby in your arms, talking on Clubhouse, making $10,000 in 2 weeks? How many of you want to do that? Because AI is going to make that possible for so many more people, to where we'll take those tasks that take up most of our day and give it to something that has no problem with repetitive movements, so we can, as humans, focus on the things that actually matter. I'm excited for that, because the negative is already happening, but the amount of the positive, it's going to be beautiful. So one more thing, let's talk about, let's get into the communication with AI, and let's get into how we're going to communicate with AI, all right? So I'm going to share my screen. Dr. Opie, do I have the permission to share my screen? Did you give me that permission? Let's see.
Hold on. Yes, I think I did, but let me double check. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I don't have permission to share my screen.
Okay, let me, sorry about that. I think it should be done now. All right. Is this sorted?
Perfect. Here we go. Sharing my screen. Can you see that? Awesome. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you a 2-minute video on child development. Now, why am I showing you a 2-minute video on child development? One of the reasons why I'm showing you a 2-minute video on child development is because AI learns exactly like this. And so when you deal with AI, you have to know it's a process, all right? And by knowing it's a process, you'll be more patient. Well, hopefully, I'm hoping you will be. You'll be more understanding, and you'll also have better ideas on how to use AI. So here we go. All right. All right, here we go.
Child development is usually focused on when children develop skills in 5 main areas of development. 1. Child development, cognitive development. This is your child's ability to learn and solve day-by-day problems. For example, this includes a 2-month-old baby learning to explore the environment with his hands or with his eyes, or a 5-year-old child learning how to listen and read a letter. 2. Child development, social and emotional development. This is when your child develops the ability to interact with others, including helping themselves, and start to learn self-control. Examples of this type of child development stage is a 6-week-old baby smiling, a 10-month-old baby waving bye-bye, or a 5-year-old boy knowing how to take turns in games at school. 3. Child development, speech and language development. This is when your child's ability to both understand and use language takes form. For example, this includes a 12-month-old baby saying his first words, a 2-year-old naming parts of his body, or when a 5-year-old learning to say feet instead of foots. 4. Child development, fine motor skill development. This is when your child's ability to use small muscles form. Specifically, their hands and fingers to pick up small objects, hold a fork, turn pages in a book, or use a pencil to doodle. 5. Child development, gross motor skill development. This is when your child's ability to use his large muscles form. For example, A 6-month-old baby learns how to sit up with some support, a 12-month-old baby learns to pull up to a stand holding onto furniture, and a 5-year-old learns to jump. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.
So why did I show you a video on childhood development? The reason why I showed you a video on childhood development is because our AIs learn exactly like that. And so when you, as you're working with ChatGPT, as you're working with other programs, you will see that the AI is difficult to work with at first. And then it begins to get smarter and smarter and smarter as things go along and as things shift and change. That is the same way a child learns. So by understanding that, you will be able to control your AI. Whoops. Can you hear me now? All right. So by learning that and understanding that, you'll be able to control your AI appropriately, because it's going to take time for some of your AIs to respond the way it needs to respond, right? This is why when you're like, oh, ChatGPT isn't consistent, or they say, oh, ChatGPT lies, or ChatGPT comes up with hallucinations or stuff like that. Well, it's the same thing that a child would do. You've asked children things and they come up with stuff that's not real. No different. This is why I say an AI is nothing but the example of a human being. All right. It's just a machine, but it still responds and does the same stuff a human does. You ask a human a question, if they don't know, I don't know about you, but I meet very few people that say, I don't know. And so it's one of those things where knowing childhood development will help you understand how to deal with your AI system. All right. So what's the next thing I'm supposed to do? Because I've got ChatGPT telling me my next moves and what to talk about. So, okay. Let's get into deep learning, and I promise you, we'll start talking about prompting and etc. But do you all understand why I'm getting into? Do you all understand why I'm getting into the basics of how AI works and the intricacies of it? You know, give me a heart emoji or something. Perfect. Because it matters to understand how AI develops, so you don't lose patience, so you don't think you're doing something wrong, so you don't think that, oh, it's just broken, or you don't think that something is not right, because all the things that the AI is going through right now, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Because a year from now, 2 years from now, these problems that we're talking about aren't going to be those problems. Same way with your child, you know? At one point in time, they cry and they yell and they scream and they poop, and that means they want to get fed, go to sleep, blah, blah, blah. But over time, they begin to communicate. Over time, they begin to feed themselves. Over time, they graduate from college and then they're off doing their own thing. And you're like, wow, that went by fast. But it's going to be the same thing with AI. Yep, exactly, Cameron. It definitely has to be trained like a child. Yes, Anthony Rafui, Oji Chakuwu. I love these freaking African names. So let's see what else. Where are we going next? Ah, shoot. Give me a moment, because I hit the wrong button and lost my place. So I gave you the video, so let's talk about deep learning and how deep learning works, all right? Because what I showed you is the process AI goes through in order for deep learning to happen. So deep learning refers to the number of layers in a network, all right? The more layers, the deeper the network. These multiple layers work to gradually extract higher level features from the raw input, all right? That meant nothing for 90% of you. So for example, a deep learning model designed to recognize images of cars might first identify edges and colors, then shapes, and finally car-like patterns, all right? And then over time, it begins the car-like patterns, then it begins to put it together, and then it begins to tell you different types of cars, different speeds of cars, etc. You know, there was a AI system that they put together, and they didn't realize that how deep learning worked. This is years ago. And so all they wanted to do was find out how many people bought peanut butter. And so the AI system just calculated people buying peanut butter. But then the AI system started seeing patterns where people would buy peanut butter in odd times and different ways and etc. And so then the AI system went and tried to understand why that happened. And so the AI system then went online. The people did it, but they took the AI system, put it online, and then the AI system started understanding the reasons why people eat peanut butter. And then from there, the AI system was able to tag different moods people were in based on when they were getting peanut butter, how they were getting peanut butter, X, Y, Z. And so with deep learning, you get patterns. And that is what makes AI so powerful, because AI will learn patterns to the point to where AI can predict what you will do next. Not because AI is reading your mind, but AI will observe the patterns that you have. And if you get into a fight with your wife, you have a pattern. If you get into a loving situation with your wife, you have a pattern. If you want to have like freaky, awesome, happy time with your wife, there is a pattern, all right? Every human being has a pattern. And so what deep learning is about understanding and really picking up on patterns, all right? So what's the application of deep learning? The application of deep learning has multiple applications, all right, including image recognition, natural languaging processing, and even playing games, all right? It's behind the voice recognition systems in the smartphone and the recommendations on your streaming service and technology that enables self-driving cars. That is deep learning, all right? And for divergence, deep learning can help create personalized tools. See, let's go back to humans, all right? There are some of us who aren't organized. There's some of us who can't remember names. There's some of us who can't do certain things. Uh-oh, when did I lose sound?
No, it was me. I fixed it. Apparently, I restarted my phone. I forgot that they were using my audio.
Oh, okay, cool.
I restarted my phone. I forgot that it was my audio that they are using to listen to you on Clubhouse. But I fixed it.
What was the last thing they heard? So I can
go back 5 minutes, about 5 minutes, I think. Because I restarted the phone.
What's the last? Somebody tell me what the last thing you heard or you remember.
Just go back. Just go back.
I can't go back 5 minutes.
Okay, guys. Okay, let me ask them. What was the last thing you remember, Olufunke?
Relating a baby to AI.
Relating a baby to training a baby to AI.
Oh, geez.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we'll give you that 5. We'll give you that 5 minutes back. Don't worry. I'll give it back to you. I didn't even know that I restarted the phone. Oh my God.
That's
And
okay. It's okay.
Mm.
We got this. This is awesome, man. There's like 60 something people or 60 something
Yes.
people in the room. It's looking amazing.
Yes.
So
Wicked. These people on Zoom are wicked.
So
They didn't lose any audio.
So one
Zoom
of
people. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So one of the things, and I'll paraphrase, I know where to start. I'm just trying to paraphrase because the Zoom people didn't lose audio, but the Clubhouse people did. So I want to just synapse for the Clubhouse people and then go back. The thing about it is that AI is like a child. And if you saw the development video, you understand that it takes time for a child to learn, all right? I talked about deep learning and the fact that there's stages on deep learning. And hey, Doc, mute your mic because I'm getting feedback.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second here. I don't think it was exactly the way it was before. You are muted, right?
No, I'm not mute. I'm talking about your Zoom mic, just your Zoom mic.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, just your Zoom mic, because I can hear you moving in the background. Thank you, Doc. So the thing about dealing with AI and children is the fact that AI is nothing but a child. And if you can really truly understand that, then you can understand how to work with AI. And deep learning is nothing but the way a child learns. Like that first you hold something up and the child only sees motion and movement. Then after you hold it up, the child sees color. And then after you hold it up, it's like child sees keys. That is the same form of deep learning. Really nothing different. All right. So patterns and applications. Excellent. Correct. Bingo. All right. So now. Now, for people who have learning disabilities and divergence and people who don't have things put together, or guys, we all fall short in our lives. There's certain things like Dr. Opie, attorney, he does everything well, but he's got his shortcomings. So it's like everybody has their shortcomings. However, when you add AI and you allow AI to deal with our shortcomings, we become godlike. And what that means is the things that we can't do, AI does. And so we literally are going to be able to have AI fill in the gaps that we can't. And that is where the deep learning really, really comes in for divergence. Because, for instance, I'm ADHD and dyslexic. Reading and comprehension, I didn't learn how to read till I was 12 years old, and I didn't understand how to, I didn't comprehend what I was reading till I was 24, but yet I have 3 degrees. It's a process that has to happen. And had I had AI at the time when I was a child, I probably would be better off than I am now. But there's this learning process that happens for neurodivergence and people who just can't get certain things well, where there's patterns, okay? And the patterns tend to be fixable. And so when you put your child or yourself in a system where AI is constantly monitoring you, it will learn your patterns. I'm talking about willing monitoring. I'm not talking about Big Brother government monitoring. It will learn your pattern, and it will be able to say, hey, you're about to be distracted. You know, get up, go drink a glass of water. Or it'll say, hey, this is going on. How about you shift what you're studying and do something fun? Because a large majority of our lives that don't work don't work simply because of what somebody else told us we have to do. And since we don't have a large reference base on education, study, learning, and all this other stuff, we do what we do, failing over and over and over again, going through shame, going through disgust, talking about yourself, blah, 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 blah. But basically, you just got advice on how to live your life by stupid people. All right. And if your parents were the ones who told you that, okay, I apologize for calling your mom and dad stupid. But the point is that a large majority of how we live our lives is a blanket way that some people will be able to use, other people won't. But when dealing with deep learning, all right, the AI is going to say, hey, this is what works for you, do this. This doesn't work for you, don't do this. And that is where the power of deep learning is really going to come in. And you're going to start seeing a lot of that in about 2.5, 3 years from now, where you'll have AI systems that will be directing you how to live your life. Like, for instance, I'm telling you, this is coming. 2 things. 1, you'll be like, hey, Alexa. Oh, shoot. Cancel that, Alexa. Go to sleep, Alexa. You'll say her name. And then you'll say, I have 4 people showing up for dinner. I have one who's lactose intolerant. I have another one who is allergic to peanuts. I have another one who can eat anything. And then I have another one who's a complete vegetarian. Give me 4 or 5 restaurants that have the menus that I need. Order these menus and have it sent to my house. All right. Or can you give me recipes that will handle each and every one of those people? That's coming, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not too far down the pike. You're looking at maybe 1.5 to 2 years, and only because of corporate bullcrap, and they're trying to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the economy and etc. But the truth of the matter is, it's already here. It's just not out in the market. You're going to be able to, there's going to be a point in time where you're going to be able to say, at 12 years old, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a diesel mechanic. I want to be a basket weaver. And the AI is going to come back with, well, how old are you? Well, I'm 12. Well, if you want to be a basket weaver, this is your path. If you want to be a lawyer, this is your path. If you want to be the president of the United States, this is your path. And so people are going to be able to have their own individual AIs that are going to be helping them with their life purpose, all right? Without saying, oh my God, actors don't make enough money. Or, oh, you want to be an attorney? Attorneys are bad. Or, oh, you want to be a doctor? I can't be a doctor dealing with sick people. You're not going to be getting all that bull crap, all right? You're going to go to the AI, ask the AI something, and it's going to give you back what it is you want. That's what makes deep learning so powerful. All right, let's see. Hopefully we can start getting into playing and going into the programs. Yes, we can. All right. So as Dr. Opie said, I'm really, really good at prompting, and I'm really good with speaking to AI and etc. And the reason why is because I had to learn how to communicate. And being in the military and learning communication and how to deal with different types of people and negotiations and sitting across the table with 2 people that want to kill each other, but yet they don't, because you understand how to listen to words and development. And that's the reason why I know how to communicate with AI, because it's just my training in communication. But anybody can learn this stuff, and anybody can learn how to communicate with the AI, because it's no different from communicating with a person. You just have to ask the right questions and say the right things. So the first program I'm going to introduce you to is Hey Pi. I love Hey Pi. It's one of the best freaking AI programs that I was introduced to, and now I'm going to introduce it to you. Hey Pi is a, what is Hey Pi? Hey Pi is a AI program that basically talks to you like your friend would, just a heck of a lot better. And so let us get into it. I'm about to share my screen again. Yes, yes, Hey Pi is the bomb. Yes. Yeah, I know, Professor Chris. Hey Pi. Wow, well, watch this, Professor Chris. Watch this. You're gonna love this. Hold on, let me share my screen. All right, so we got Hey Pi. All right, so this is Hey Pi. Man, I can't see the chat on the Zoom. I want to be able to see the chat on the Zoom. There we go. Excellent. All right. So, okay, cool. All right, so this is Hey Pi. What do you like to do in your free time? All right. I enjoy martial arts, AI, eating, and building. Y'all, do not look at my spelling. Building things. If you look at my spelling, I will be a moron to y'all and lose points. All right, so you see how it says, that's awesome. Martial arts, AI, blah, 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 D, X, Y, Z, you know? Now, watch this. I know, right? However, today I am kind of sad. I was not able to do what I love. And it hurts. The AI responds with, oh no, that's really tough. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me more about what happened? If you're comfortable sharing? It's okay if you're not, but I'm all ears if you want to talk about it. Now, I want y'all to see this. This is a freaking artificial intelligence, but there's a level of empathy that's coming back. There's a level of empathy that's being said. And it's like, wow. It's like, okay, so I have a question, sir. I'm a member of a Business 360 Inner Circle, high school teacher, and I intend to have my own e-lesson site. So I want to something net as you taught us, but I got confused of the license to buy. Oh, no, that's not me. Okay, so, but do you understand and notice that it's being in communication with you? So let's go ahead and continue just a little bit more. Yeah. I want to talk about it. That's great. First and foremost, you have my empathy. No matter what you're going through, just know that you can open up to me in a safe space without judgment. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to listen. What's got you feeling down? Well, I was supposed to do what I said above, but I ended, and it doesn't, and it also understands what you're saying, even if you don't spell it right. I ended up having to teach a summit, and I neglected to do these things. Now, I'm about to become extremely dramatic. And now I feel my life is going to fall apart, and everything I have prepared in my life is going to fail, and I will be a failure. And then I'll end up homeless and unloved. Now watch this. That sounds really stressful and upsetting. I can understand why you would feel disappointed and fearful, but let's take a step back for a second. Teaching a summit sounds like a really impressive achievement. That must have been a lot of work to prepare for, and you should be proud of yourself for pulling that off. But I'm curious, how did that end up getting in the way of the other things you love? All right. And so I can keep going on and talking about this. All right. But the thing about it is that it's there, and it's actually paying attention, and it's actually listening. All right. So it can handle any challenge and any problem that you come up with it. All right. So I see a raised hand. Let's see. And there's chat. Let's see what's said there. Okay, cool. So that is Hey Pi. And for those of you, hey, Dr. Opie, Dr. Chris, now since you see what's going on, ask me give me some questions to ask Hey Pi. So we can go through this, and then we'll shift over. And I'll show you something else. But give me something to ask Hey Pi. Or anybody, I don't care. Ooh, how do I go about fulfilling my purpose? I'm feeling depressed. What can I do to pep myself up? Got you. All right. We'll do, I'm feeling disappointment. Okay, cool. We'll do the first one. How do I go about fulfilling my purpose? All right. So one of the things when it comes to AI, and you're talking to AI and you want to change topic, tell it. So thank you for being, and I say thank you and please to my AI. I don't care if it's a machine. I say thank you and please because I've learned that they respond better when you're polite to them. Don't know why. People can't explain it because there's a study going on and they can't explain why they respond better when you're polite, but they respond better when you're polite. So thank you for being interested in my situation, but I would like to change the subject to something else because something else came up. So here is my new question. And you don't have to do this. I just find that when you do, things just go better, all right? How do I go about fulfilling my purpose? Enter. Absolutely, no problem at all. I'm glad you feel comfortable switching topics. No pressure to talk about something you don't want to. So fulfilling your purpose, that's a great question. A lot depends on what you feel your purpose is, but it also depends on your definition of fulfilling it. Maybe we can talk about both of those things. Is that okay? All right. So it's already setting you up to have a conversation. This is Hey Pi. What was the other question? It was fulfilling my purpose. I'm feeling depressed. What can I do to pep myself up? Copy. That's awesome. Thank you for that. However, now I'm feeling depressed. Control V. I'm feeling depressed. What can I do to pep myself up? It's like, first of all, I want you to know that it's normal to feel depressed sometimes. It happens to everyone, and it's okay that you feel that way. Second, I want to acknowledge that the different things work for different people when it comes to lifting your spirits, but maybe we can brainstorm a few different options. Would that be okay? Like, guys, you have somebody to talk to that's not even a human being that's going to give you more attention and better conversation than a human being. And Hey Pi is only 8 months old. What's going to happen to Hey Pi a year from now, 2 years from now? Oh, man. All right. Let's see. What's in the chat? What's in the chat? Yeah, I know, right? Zelensky Doggins in his war against Russia. You know what? I have no idea. Let's ask. It might have an opinion, it might not. Let's see. And then we'll go on to the next thing. All right. I have a different question for you. What do you think, what do you think about Zelensky in his war against Russia? All right, let's see. It may or may not know. Now we're on a different topic, but that's okay. I'll happily discuss it. It's certainly an interesting topic, and I know there are a lot of different perspectives on the war in Ukraine and Volodymyr Zelensky's role in it. But before I weigh in on it, may I ask, what's your perspective on his actions so far? Are you impressed with how he's handling things, or do you think he made mistakes? Do y'all see that? That is a for you people who love to have political conversations, arguments, etc. But you can't, because everybody's going to say, let's just agree to disagree. Or I don't talk about politics or this, that, and the other. You actually have somebody that you can vent with. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. All right. So that is Hey Pi. For all of you who saw this, awesome. Let's go to the next program. So that was Hey Pi, and we're going to go off into crap. Hold on. We're going to go off in the Mighty Networks and one-click course creator. All right. So AIPRM, if I can get to it, because I took off certain things.
Be sure to check your private message from me. Okay.
Check. Oh, am I going over time? Hold on 1 sec.
Not yet. You still have 15 minutes left. So I'm giving you another 15 minutes, meaning your hard stop is in 25 minutes time.
Oh, wow. This went by faster than I expected.
Yeah, we're
right.
at 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 5 minutes already. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I got 15 minutes left. Good, perfect. So that's Hey Pi. We also want to go into one-click course creator if I can freaking get it going on, because this is really really cool, and I want y'all to see it. And daggone it. All right, I screwed up. All right, so, but there is a program called the One-Click Course Creator, and it was created by a person named, and I forgot her name, Chriselle. And she's also on Clubhouse too. And basically, if you're a teacher or educator or something
Are you
like that.
talking Sherry Coleman?
No, not Sherry, but Sherry and I are connected to the same person. Her name is Crystal. And Crystal created this one-click course creator, and bottom line, and Sherry will get probably more into detail of it. But bottom line, you put in the topic that you want, and it gives you a course. And it gives you a course that you can literally go from the creation and post it. And all you got to do is just follow the directions. So that's the one-click course creator. Then we've got, let's see. Then there's, I'm going to put some links inside the chat. This is a buy me a coffee link from somebody named Lucia. This is for all these parents that want to do homeschooling. All right. There are 8 AI tools for curriculum. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat. And for those of you who are on Clubhouse, talk to Dr. Opie about getting these connections. And then I'm going to put my thing in the chat. And these are, and so what I did in this link is I put all the programs I talked about, plus a few more, and some books to read to help you understand and learn AI. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I didn't bore you, because I enjoy talking about this, and I can go on and on and on. Awesome, Bartholomew. I am glad at least one person liked it. Okay. Resub, James, Simon, Val, Ole Inca. I love it. I'm loving all these awesome names. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate the thumbs up and the hearts. And let's see. All right, so last but not least, AI summer camp. And then I'll go off in the questions for you guys to ask certain questions. And then we will end the room, because I do not want to go over too much time, because I think Sherry's next, right? Okay. I'm putting in the AI summer camp for young people into the chat. And let's see, I'm going to go over here for Clubhouse, do the same thing. And then I'll talk about it. And then we'll go on the Q&A. I want to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to share this with you. And we've got how many people in the room? Like over 60 people in the room. So this is awesome. I am so glad I've been able to contribute to your lives, make your lives even better. Okay. So here's the AI summer camp for young people in the in the Clubhouse. Going in just a second. The link and boom. Awesome. That should be the AI success article. All right, so I'm going to share my screen real quick. Here, share. And all right, so this is the AI summer camp for young people. When you click on this, it's going to take you to the Gamma website. And that's another thing. Gamma, if you ever get a chance, look up Gamma, because the Gamma website creator literally allows you to build a website in less than 10-20 minutes. And you can take that website and embed it in something else. But let's go over the website so you know what's going on. Can everybody see the screen okay? Okay, good. All right. Yeah, you can use AI to deal with crypto as well. It's freaking amazing. All right, so the overview, okay, we're gonna have limited seating. It's gonna be 2 5-day camps, total of 10 days. You're gonna have hands-on experience, all right? The classes start next week, Monday, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The times are not set as far as this is when you have, because if your child can show up at 11 or they're taking a nap or something like that, that's fine. But the doors open up at 10, close at 4. All right. It's going to be on Discord. And because
sorry, Hot, before you go on, because you said something in 1 second that made my head pop up.
What?
Did you say Gamma can do something about crypto? Can you explain that just for 1 minute? Or
No. AI can do stuff with crypto. Gamma is just, Gamma is just the website developer. I just saw the question about how how AI is, like Banjo was saying something about how we can use AI tools to deal with crypto. And I was like, yeah, you can definitely use AI tools to deal with crypto. It's pretty badass. I deal with crypto. Like, that's how I made my first fortune, was with crypto.
Maybe you come back and teach me that. I lost fortune in crypto. I need to make it back. And I need AI to help me.
Oh yeah. Trust me. But okay, so let's go back to the summer camp. All right, so, and it's gonna be online, and it's gonna be Discord. And here's the curriculum: introduction to AI, using apps to streamline studies, prompt coaching, etc. All right, here are the details of the curriculum. You click here. Here are some of activities and projects that are going to happen. All right, the benefits: critical thinking. We prepare you for school, community. This is how to register. Click on this. It's going to ask you a couple of questions. Name your child's name, your name, what's your child's wanting to learn, what your child has a hard time with. If you have a challenge, you can email me and ask me questions. You can also contact me. Here's my phone numbers there. And yeah. And one of the things that I really want to push is that our children are smarter than us, all right? They came out the womb being smarter than us. They're supposed to be smarter than us. We as parents and adults, we dumb children down. And for the first time in the history of humans that we know of, we can finally put our young people in a position where we can parent them, guide them, lead them, but we don't have to make them stupid so we keep up with them, because that's usually what happens. And for you, those of you who have parents, you know good and well that's true, because your parents dumbed you down so they could understand you, and you're dumbing your children down so you can understand them. So for the first time, we have a system in place where our children don't have to dumb themselves down in order to function. They can build themselves up. And so what the AI summer camp is going to do is give your children the opportunity to dig deep into who they are, what they are about, and how they want to run and function. So go ahead and click on the part where it says registration. It'll send me an email, stuff like that. I'll call.
Can you post the link in the chat, because people cannot click from your screenshot?
Oh, I thought I posted it. Hold on.
I thought I
posted. Yeah.
My daughter is here, by the way. I told her to come stand right next to me. My 15-year-old daughter. She's coming.
That's awesome.
So I want to know, what is the age? Is she okay, 15? Can she attend?
Yes, it's from 8th grade all the way up to 12th grade.
I get confused. Which one is 8th grade again?
Oh, it's from 12 years old. It's from 10 years old all the way up to 18.
Because she told me she's in 10th, right? Because me, I'm Nigerian, we do class 1, class 2. So she says she's in 10th grade. I still get confused.
Class 2.
I still get confused after 27 years in America.
Yeah. So she's in class 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. What does your daughter do?
She's in school. She's in school. She's in 10th grade. She's published 2 books. She published her first book at 13, and now she's published her second book. They are novels. I can't get her to use ChatGPT or AI. She says it's cheating, so she refused to use it for her second book, and I'm frustrated. So I need her to come to this boot camp, okay, and figure out what is going on. So,
well, the thing. Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, she's here. Keep talking. She just listens.
Yeah. So the thing about it is they're cheating. Well, I need you to understand that you are a director in a movie. And so even though you're not acting in the movie and you didn't write the script for the movie, but you did write the script, but even though you didn't write the script in the movie, you're the director. You are what is in your head, you're putting on that screen. The AI couldn't do it without your brain, without your thought. Now, if you consider the fact that it's writing for you cheating, then okay, you're gonna have to get over that fast. Because the truth of the matter is that everything that AI writes is because you told it to. And then you can take what that AI writes and you can add to it, take away from it, give more, give less, and you can communicate in a brainstorming way that you wouldn't be able to by yourself. If you've ever written the book with somebody else or brainstormed with somebody else, that's pretty much what using ChatGPT is, okay? And as far as the cheating thing is concerned, that's something you're gonna have to work on your own, because when you become an adult, 90% of the things that you're gonna be doing in your life is going to be cheating, all right? You're gonna be using a secretary to write your reports. You're going to be using another group of people to make sure work is done. Because if you do your business right and you do what needs to be done right, like Dr. Opie does, he's an attorney. He doesn't do all that stuff himself. He outsources information. He does that. So as a young person, to learn how to outsource your information at a young age, then you'll be able to understand what really is cheating and what's actually giving you access to more thoughts and more understanding. All right. So I get where you're coming from and I understand where you're coming from. And at the same time, I don't think that is a conversation coming from you. I think it's a conversation coming from adults you respect, and they're wrong. AI is not cheating. Using AI is not cheating. All right. Cheating is cheating, but using AI is not cheating. All right. So that's my personal opinion. So if you want to come to the camp, check out the camp. Dr. Opie, we'll talk about how we're going to do it.
This is Africa. It's not a question whether she wants to come. She is coming.
Oh,
I just think that We don't give them a choice in my house until she's 18. So she's coming with her cousin. Okay.
So what is your daughter? What's your daughter's name?
Harmony. Her name is Harmony.
Harmony, when you come to my class, I want to let you know that we'll talk about what it is that you want to do, and we'll go over how to write your book without you feeling like you're cheating. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Cool. All
All right.
So
Yeah, you can go now. I'll give you more details later.
let's get into real quick questions, like maybe 5 questions, and then okay, so I'll answer the questions of the summer camp. How can I use AI for home lessons for children under the age of 5 and 12? You want to go, doggone it. Sherry, if you're still here, please introduce the one-click course creator so the audience has that, because I've freaking messed up and I don't have access to it. So I want you to go to ChatGPT and basically take this question that you asked me and paste it in the ChatGPT, all right? And then, can a 5-year-old attend? No, a 5-year-old cannot attend unless you want to attend with that 5-year-old. Or can that 5-year-old type or do stuff? Because if the 5-year-old can type and spell, then yeah, the 5-year-old can attend.
Okay, so an 8-year-old that can type also should come.
A what?
I have them plenty. 8-year-olds.
Yes, 8-year-olds. Yeah,
Okay.
if you can type and you have command of the English language, or you can come, because that's because prompting is you got to know how to type and you got to know how to understand. And if you're if she's 5 years old and she can understand and type, bring her. I'll teach her. Cheating with AI. You're cheating with Microsoft Word to write Excel, PowerPoint. Yes, thank you. Driving a car is cheating. Yes, instead of walking, you're driving a car. Yeah, exactly. So, and you know, when the cars came out, people did call that cheating. So funny. Please kindly post the link to register. Yep. All right. Got it. Thank you. The university lecturers even think AI is cheating in the UK. They even warn their students. They don't understand the concept. Let me tell you something. I'm 49 years old, Babs. And when the internet came out, do you know that the universities and colleges called that cheating? Because you're not going to a book to research, you're just going on the internet, and it's gonna make you lazy. You know, when computers came out, because I grew up in a world where there were no computers, and then there were computers. All right. Well, the computers where I grew up, they were the size of houses. I grew up in a world where there were no personal computers, and then there were personal computers. The educational system shut that down. There was a point in time where schools would not buy personal computers because they considered that cheating. All right. Here's the thing. You can consider whatever you want cheating. The fact is that this is new technology. It's coming out, and the majority of people are going to be using it, and they're going to leave you behind, because there is no way you're going to be able to produce and create as fast as AI. And people are not going to wait on your intelligence and brilliance because you're so much better than an AI. They're going to settle for what the AI can give because the AI will give it like that. So you can consider it cheating and ignore it and not mess with it and be left behind. So that's all I can say. Can young people around me be part of the boot camp virtually from Nigeria? Yes, as long as you have internet and access to Discord, you will be able to be a part of the boot camp. And if the boot camp's not free though, there's going to be a set price that I haven't come up with yet. When you sign up and you give me your email, stuff like that, I'm going to put you in the email link. There's going to be a set price, and then I'm going to work with people according to their budget. Because I know in Nigeria, my dollars and your currency are very different. So I'm going to.
Oh yeah, it's $1 to 800 of our currency.
Oh yeah. So if I charge the $150 to $250, there's no way in hell anybody in Nigeria could get in unless
at all. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
gotta
so I'm
work
not,
on our own. Thank you. I appreciate
I'm
that.
not going to do that. And for those of you in Africa who deal with cryptocurrency, I will take payment in Ethereum and Bitcoin, and Ethereum and Bitcoin and Solana. If you have Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana, I will take payment for that as well. And we'll talk about that. So yep, I'll take USDT as well, James. I will take cash and crypto. So let's see. Any more questions about the summer camp? Okay, cool. Any questions about AI? I don't want to talk about the AI and crypto because it's going to take a while. I kind of sort of want to ask quicker questions like prompting or something like that. Look, go on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, how can I use AI to help me with crypto? Will the camp be recorded? Yes, the camp will be recorded. You will have access to all the recordings that are taught in the camp. What else? What else? Man, this is so much fun. I want to thank everybody for allowing me to, oh, wait, hold up. Let's check Clubhouse. Any questions on Clubhouse? Nope. All right, cool. So I want to thank everyone for allowing me to educate you and teach you and show you this. There's like 64 people here, and I got a chance to show 64 people how to work AI better. I hope I gave you enough of information. I know I was supposed to go into more prompting and stuff like that, and I failed to do that. And I also am on Clubhouse, and if there's enough of you, I will do another class like I did today. But I just want to thank you for allowing me to speak to you, educate you. And Dr. Opie, thank you for asking me to come and show up, man. I mean, when you asked me, I was so freaking honored. I was like, are you kidding me? Hell yeah.
All right, let's get on the screen. Stop sharing so that both of us can get on screen together for a minute. Okay, you want to stop sharing your screen so that we can get in the, okay, fantastic. Okay, thank you so much, man.
So I just want to thank everybody.
Man, I love the way you even took it because you got our kids involved. To me, that is very, very, very paramount. The prompting and stuff, they can always learn later. And in any case, we got a lot from Louis yesterday. I like the way you took your presentation because you made it more human. I also learned something today. I've been trying to articulate how to teach people to understand ChatGPT, but the way you explained even made it clearer to me. Imagine it's a small child. You are trying to train that child to work for you the way you want. And so it's gonna mess up, it's gonna forget, you have to awesome way to present it. Thank you so much. And this summer camp, I think, is the best thing you can do. Okay, and once you have set up the stuff, it's something that we can even do like a promotional video for it. I'll be more than happy to assist you in that area, even bring you on a live interview, okay, so that you can talk about it, so that more people can register. Because for me, that's the best service we can do to get our children to be ready. You know, my daughter is awesome. I'm so proud of her. I mean, if somebody wrote a novel at the age of 13, and then when she saw our first royalty from Amazon was like almost $700 because we did a launch for her, and a lot of, even me, it took me like 8 years to get to $700 a month. So she did okay at the age of 13. Now she just, when she was writing the second one, she was struggling. The follow-up, okay, to maintain the character. And a couple of months ago, I said, stop, sorry, why don't you go use ChatGPT? When I started knowing about it, she took one look after one prompt and she saw what it did. She refused. She said, no, this is cheating. I'm not, that this is crazy. That I've been trying to solve this problem because she had this in the book one, the one that she wrote, the Shattered Windows, okay? Now the character, the lead character in that book, that novel, ended up in a sanatorium, okay, like an asylum. So for the second version, this book 2 now, she needs to break that child out of the the sanatorium to continue the story. But she was struggling with that for 5-6 months. She was struggling how to write it. So, and I said, oh, there's this thing called ChatGPT now. A couple of months, I said, why don't you use it? So she's like, what? So I said, okay, come. So I showed her one prompt, just type it in there. Explain to ChatGPT, I need a chapter to break this person out of the sanatorium. And in 5 seconds, he wrote, my daughter took a look at it and freaked out. She's like, no, Daddy.
Check this out. Okay, one more thing. It won't take long, but go get your daughter real quick. There's something I want to show her.
Harmony. Okay, she's like 2 levels up. Let me see if I can get her. Harmony, come, 1 second. Don't worry, I promise not to stress you. Just come listen to my friend for a second.
Yes, we won't stress you, Harmony.
And she refused to use it, even though finally she's finished the second book, but she had to do it the hard way. And I felt that she just wasted 2 months where she could have. But here, go ahead. I just told them about your book.
All right, so check this out.
Get off camera. I don't want them looking at you. Yeah,
right?
listen. Yeah.
All right.
She's 15. I don't want all these people looking at her.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She's young.
Yeah. Okay. So
check this out. All right. So give me a quick sec. So this is all right. So this is Claude 2. All right. And I wrote a book as well.
That's an AI. Okay. It's different from ChatGPT. Okay.
This is different from ChatGPT, and the reason why this is different from ChatGPT, doggone it, it's in the way. I'm trying to get this thing. Okay, so in not wasting any more time.
No, she can come to the boot camp at least with other kids.
Yeah, but I want to show this. All right. So this is Claude AI. All right. And with Claude AI, you get up to 10 megabytes and you can put in PDF, Word, CSV, or whatever. Okay. Now I wrote a book and it's 200 something pages, 52,000 words, and it's 3-point-something megabytes. All right. And I put it in here, and the name of it is Okami. All right. It's 3.18 megabytes. So I said, I put it in and said, here are a few key points that I gathered from your story. And then it talks about what it gathered from my story. Now, here's how I used AI. Do you find any inconsistencies? And it says, I didn't notice any major inconsistencies in your stories and characteristics, but there were a few minor ones. Like at one point, Okami's stuffed animal is described as Hello Kitty, but later it's described as a stuffed cat. Then Okami's age seems unclear. She's 15, but then she's not. And then the timeline where her father, Kazuhiro, takes over the U.S. Yakuza clan compared to the Okami starts regaining sensation, it's not entirely clear. All right. So then I was like, can you be more specific?
Wow.
Yeah,
what is this one? So this is basically like editing and proof, basically double checking to be sure your structure, everything is solid. Something that a top level editor will be doing for you. Wow.
That you would have to pay. I paid $2,000 for somebody to do this. This program costs $5. So
I'm gonna get it. Wow.
So it's like, can you be more specific? And it goes off into being more specific. Like, these are the things it said. And then I was like, okay, can you tell me the chapter, page, and paragraph you see where the corrections are needed? Look at this: chapter, page, paragraph. Look at all that. Then I was like, can you give me an outline on how to broaden the pivotal scene that you suggested? It gives me an outline how to broaden that scene. So even,
you can go right.
Yeah. So even if you don't want to cheat, write the book, finish writing the book, and then throw it in there and say, hey, this character, I don't understand this character, or do I have any mistakes or XYZ? And it'll help you like that if you feel that using ChatGPT is cheating.
All right, at least that one is okay because that first book, there was a
Is
lot
she
of
smiling? Is she smiling?
Now
What's your
she's
face?
smiling now. She likes
Okay,
that
good.
one. She likes that
Okay.
one. Okay, I love
Okay,
it
good.
too because now she doesn't need me to help her with edit, even though she doesn't even like me editing for her. The first one I did, she told me that I don't like all of that. I had to withdraw it in the first book, the one she wrote 2 years ago. After I thought I had done a great job helping her to edit, then she came back and said, no, that's not me. So I gave up, and now she's on her own. So, but this one, at least you can do your own editing yourself, and then so that way you get a better book. I think we can start with that. Thank you, Hot. At least you got her to smile on this. She didn't like this ChatGPT bullshit, at least according to her. I'm going to let Prof lose on that one day, but today I'll let her go. I'm going to let you meet my big brother here, Prof. Okay, she's already nervous. She had Prof and she's already panicking. Prof.
I love it. I love
Prof
it.
is a read daddy. He knows how to deal with kids. But thank
I
you,
love
baby.
Prof.
I'll talk to you later. We'll talk later.
So,
all right.
So yeah, man. So that's it. Not
Thank
to
you
take
so
any
much.
more time from everybody else, but I just wanted her to see that so
Yes.
she understand it's so much more than just having somebody write for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for this, especially for the boot camp for the kids. You don't know the lives you are going to change with that. I will mobilize for that. Just get us a great deal for the African market where the parents can afford. Most of them don't have the kind of money they have here. The objective, like you always say, it's not so much about the money, but training those kids. But either way, I'm going to try to marshal. Definitely my daughter will be there. My nieces, all those ones I see around, they better start running from me because they are coming to that. They are coming to that boot camp. They know. So thank you so much. I think people didn't do that for us when we were younger. To things that can take us to the next level faster, we have to struggle everything out. And guys, he's right. If your kids are not getting exposed early, guess what? They will be behind. Is what it is. Okay? Because this thing is going to take root. It's taking root. So your children are better start getting involved. So I'm going to be on a Hot's back. Once they fix the date, I'm going to be one of those apostles spreading it, sharing the links and promoting it so that people can go register their kids. Hot, thank you so much. Guys, he's always on Facebook, Clubhouse. You want to come in there, attend some of his rooms so that you can learn more about this prompting. I'm always in his room and I'm the better for it. He's one of those secret teachers I told you that for 2 months, I hop from their room, one room to the other, learning from them. He's one of those guys because he will give it to you without bullshit. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you so much. At the end of today, all right. At the end of the last presenter today, we're going to have the mastermind. So I'll ping you in. We'll try to get everybody who spoke, who are available to come in, and we can have a Q&A mostly on Clubhouse. So that way people don't feel they have to be on camera. I'll just tell everybody here to go to Clubhouse and join us there. I'll post the link and we will do it on Clubhouse. So that will be probably in about 3 hours time or so. We'll still have a couple of people to speak. Thank you so much. I'll see you.
Awesome. You have an incredible day. Everybody, thank you so much. I had fun talking to you. Thank you for the questions, and be safe, be secure, be curious, and most of all, stay dangerous.
Yeah. I love that. Stay dangerous. Thank you. I'll see you later, man. I'll see you, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, you heard it. I told you he's going to be amazing. And he didn't even get into the deep stuff, but he pivoted, and I think it was Holy Spirit that guided him because I wanted him to go for the kid stuff. Okay. And he went in there. It helps all of us because if you can think like a child, you're already saved. That's what Jesus even said, right? That you are, unless you can think like a child, you are not going to heaven. I think Jesus understood that with
Can you hear me, bro?
with AI. Okay, he said you have to be like a little child, and I think I'm starting to get an idea what Jesus was talking about. Okay, because if you can make yourself as clear to the AI as possible, you are a winner. So awesome presentation. It is recorded, guys, so you can get it later as